The key for any good tile installation is a dry layout. So you want to take the tiles, the sheets, out of the box and see how they work together. Is it a scalloped edge, and how is it supposed to interlock with the other sheets? Is it an irregular edge and there's really no rhyme or reason to it? Mix the material between boxes and see how they fit together. Do they fit really tight and snug together? Then you're in good shape. You can continue on. But often these tiles, since they are natural stone, they're mounted to a sheet, sometimes they don't fit together the way they should. So let's do this in a dry lay and figure out our procedure and what we're gonna do next and how we're gonna finish this room so that you don't see the individual sheets, you've got tight grout joints, and everything is as the manufacturer has intended it. If the tiles don't fit together perfectly, that doesn't mean you have a defective run or series. It just means you may have to do a little bit extra work to get the joints tight and to where they're not noticeable once the installation is complete. There are a few different ways to do this, and let's walk through each. The first one is probably the least appealing that we're gonna talk about. It may be that you have a small installation and that the sheets don't fit together well at all, and you want a really tight pebble floor. The best way to achieve that is to actually remove the pebbles from the sheet and install them one at a time. Now, I don't recommend this often, but if you have a small area or a shower or something that's really easy to do and the stones are large and come off the sheet easily, this can give you a really great tight installation. In my opinion, this is an artistic approach to this installation where you can make some designs and really get creative with the stone mosaics that you've purchased. Another option, and the one that I recommend the most, is just doing some edge adjustments on your sheets. Now, if you've got a tile that has a repeating edge, it is possible that you can offset one sheet from another and break up one of the two joints, either vertical or horizontal. And really, you just want your eye to not be able to follow a line. Now you've broken up one line if it's available. Now you got to take care of the other. The best way I've found to do that is set it as tight as possible. And if you're seeing a joint there, you may want to break off or cut loose some of the edge pieces of stone. Adjusting those inward to each other to close that gap stops your eye from seeing that line, and therefore over the installation you do not notice the sheets. While researching this topic, I found one installer that kind of combined a little bit of that. He had a stone mosaic sheet, and what he did is he intentionally left a gap between all of the sheets, which seems odd, but what he then did is took loose stones and filled in those gaps. The critical part of this is you set your tiles, you leave a gap that's a little bit wider than the stone. And if the stones come off the sheets really well, you set those, leave your gap, and then fill in those gaps with the loose stones. And then it's nearly impossible to see the individual sheets. The next thing you need to do is right here, and I picked it out just for you. So make sure you watch that, and don't forget, let's keep learning together and tile the world.